Hello, I'm here for another update with Bank of America's loan modification program. The date today is February the 27th. This is in sync with my last broadcast stating the information and the issues we've been having with Bank of America processing the loan modification and losing paperwork. Today, we've received a note from Bank of America that states that the loan modification was disallowed because the loan could not be modified based on income. That is because they've lost the paperwork again. I want to give you a list of names, a part of the ladder that you have to climb as far as people to contact that do not contact you back and show very little concern of even what's been sent out and what has not. The main issue today is that the loan was declined based on them not processing the information they were given. They lost it. And so, in effect, the loan could not even be properly looked at or examined. Now they are trying to place us into an appeal process that could take 30 to 90 days to see if we are even allowed to request an appeal based on the errors that they made in the modification review and underwriting. Underwriting either lost the information or deleted it intentionally or by simple incompetence. Who knows? Here are the names that we've been given. Sabrina Morris, who is over Miss Nicalia Green in the default unit. If you have an emergency, contact Miss Morris. Well, we've left a message. If you can't reach her, call Elijah Derry. When we get his message, he states, if you have an emergency and can't reach me, call Sabrina Morris. Or you can call Ashley Bernard, none of which who are available to speak to anybody on an emergency. So the emergency is this. Our home is being foreclosed on because you haven't processed the data in underwriting correctly. And now we're being asked to leave. Not going to happen easy. That I can assure you. Two things I do want to bring out. Olivia Diaz in the COO's office is the only person up there that acts like they've got any kind of understanding on what's going on. I want to make sure she is acknowledged for her hard work. She was extremely helpful to us in getting things prepared and sent to underwriting. Also, a young lady by the name of Amanda in underwriting who did make sure that everything was correct when it was sent. After that point, it went into some type of a spiral, and all we know is that someone by the name of Rick? Brian or Bryant took the paperwork into underwriting, and from that point on, things went downhill.
Now, Nakia Green knows who that person is.
Nakia Green apparently does know who that person is, but I'm going to tell you right now, an appeal is a totally inappropriate process. It doesn't need to be appealed, it needs to be corrected. We're not stopping.
It qualifies.
We've spent the entire time processing this matter. The loan did qualify. Making Home Affordable did make certain that that paperwork was there less than a month ago, and suddenly it's disappeared again. Isn't it amazing that when this paperwork disappears, it's always to the benefit of Bank of America and the detriment of the consumer? Today, I've spoken with the Georgia Attorney General's office, who states that the settlement and the global issues that have been going on with Bank of America are still in process of settling out. So apparently they still haven't learned their lesson, have they? You still haven't got it together. So far, I've left messages on 5 voicemails, 5 people that will not answer their calls and state that they're there for emergency purposes. So what do? Well, we're going to continue on. I have linked the previous YouTube announcement that states, YouTube, Bank of America will never learn. This will be titled, Bank of America Still Can't Learn. So my thoughts are likely, by the time the Department of Treasury reviews this, I've linked this to Forbes, I've linked this to Business Week Bailout, I have linked these YouTubes to the Department of Treasury, the OCC, the Office of Comptroller in California. I have also linked them to any agency that would like to look at it. Department of Justice has received it. And I've had some great response from Occupy Atlanta. I've had good response from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, and I've also had my response from the Wall Street Journal. Huffington Post is still processing it, and we're going to continue to send these until we get a response that this information has been corrected in underwriting and our modification has been approved, just as it should have been. I'm sorry that you have to continue to go in circles over there to think that you have to do this to someone, but you're not going to do this to us. We will fight you every step of the process, and we will continue to fight you every step of the process until you get it right. Thank you very much. Future broadcasts and updates are forthcoming.